Yo, man, what's going on, everybody, man? You already know what time it is. I tell y'all this all the time. I don't got to do too much talking. All jokes aside, by the title and thumbnail, you already know what to expect. I don't got to do too much talking, but for you of those who can't read and possibly have a hard time seeing, let me read it for you right now, man. Today's episode is going to be crazy, creepy, ridiculous, strange, all the above. Wild TikToks that will possibly change your mind, change your reality, just change the way that you think of how this world can be so deceiving, because I'm telling you all, everything is possibly not how it is, you know, but this episode is entirely off just alleged situation, so none of this is confirmed, so this is just all my opinion. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. Hopefully, if you all enjoyed it, you give this video a huge like. Let's get it. Let's go. Whoa! No, that's not Kid Cudi. That is not Kid Cudi. Are you serious right now? Kid Cudi participating in a humiliation. Is this fame or and fortune worth it? Is the fame and fortune worth it? That is crazy. Is that Kid Cudi for real, y'all? Nah. That's crazy. Is that Kid Cudi for real? Nah. No. Let me look this up. Let me grab my phone right quick. I gotta look this up on TikTok or something. That can't be Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi may have sold out. The last time Kid Cudi wore a dress, he even admitted to being a broken soul, and then asked God to save him. And now, another broken soul.
Wow.
Wow. A bit different. But this time it was a bit different. Every picture took into Kid Cudi, he looked very upset and miserable, like he didn't really want to be there. And comparing those pictures to him on a regular day is a complete difference. So you may be asking yourself why. You gotta understand that a lot of rappers are puppets in the industry, which would explain why Kid Cudi said this despite looking miserable.
Be yourself, be free, baby. Yeah.
Being yourself is a great message, but it seems like this image is being forced on him. This could also be something called the Humiliation Act, which means to embarrass yourself in public. Or he could just like wearing dresses. But let me know in the comment section if you think that...
Wow. Y'all let me know how I feel about that. I was not expecting that from Kid Cudi. Like, I understand his, way of living and things like that. But yeah, that is a lot. That is definitely a lot. And I feel like him saying it in the music could be something as well.
See this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know what you don't know. Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country? Mm-hmm. That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare or a meteor hits either one of those, literally a bomb can go off just because the system accidentally got turned off.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what he knows. The people that are in power know that the people that are running the most complicated and deadliest things on the planet are just an average idiot.
You see this Mark Zuckerberg building this...
I'm guessing that's why a lot of people are scared for the April 8th event.
Attention. All right, we know the Simpsons don't predict anything. It's not predictive programming, it's planned programming. It's already planned, it runs on an agenda, right? So here, this is season 24, episode 9 that aired January 6, 2013. It's called Homer Goes to Prep School. Right here in the beginning, he talked about what would you do in the case of an EMP.
Homer, meet the Springfield Prepper. What would you do in the case of an EMP?
So the EMP part is really odd, but what's also odd is the headline stating the solar, not a solar flare, but a solar storm. A solar storm is massive. A solar storm causes a geomagnetic storm, which disrupts electricity, all of our technology, things like that. An EMP, electric magnetic pulse, would do the same thing. It would disrupt all electricity, the whole grid. So we have these two things in the air right now. It would make sense why a lot of these billionaires and millionaires are building bunkers.
Homer, we all know America's collapse is about 3 months away.
6 weeks at most.
Anyway, when the Four Horsemen ride, We want you and your collaterals right here with us.
Because if one of those two things happen, it's what happens after that.
When things go south, the sheeple will clean out every supermarket in town. Typical sheeple.
It's the chaos, the population turning on each other, civil battles, things like that. That's the disruptive part. And obviously there's a whole nuclear thing and nuclear fallout and all that. That's a story for another day. So there's no telling what's to come, but obviously they're prepping for something. And in this episode, they show the prepping.
See? These are our bug out bags.
Pay attention.
Wow.
All right, we know the Simpsons.
I mean, we already know. We talked about that, about the verse and things like that. Like nations that would be at war with nations. You will hear about all of this stuff. I feel like that we are possibly could be coming to that them end times. There's no telling when, where, or how it's going to end. We know Simpsons been on point with a lot of things, but I feel like a lot of things is not just coincidences. But I told y'all, and I'm telling y'all again, like I told y'all all the time, there's nothing that we can do or will be able to do to escape that day. When that day comes, nothing we're going to be able to do, no matter how deep the bunker go.
I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just
What?
you've been off. Yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That was my way of
Yes,
cueing
right.
you. Like, it's open
Yeah.
dialogue.
You want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can keep talking about anything.
But don't do it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you've had this, but
Wow.
I've had people.
I don't know if he was trolling or not, but I feel like there wasn't no coincidence. And I'd be telling y'all, sometime behind every joke, there'll be some truth.
You need to stop eating Olive Garden, and here's why. Now, before you wait 3 hours to get seated, it's important to know how your food is actually being made. After an Olive Garden employee got fired, she exposed what be going on behind closed doors.
The ex-employee first took issue with the chicken. Olive Garden now uses canned chicken in their dishes, also claiming the cheese was a mystery cheese. No one knew what kind of cheese it was.
The cheese has been unknown. This can literally be anything. And canned chicken is crazy. They're really just dumping on top of all y'all pasta.
Next on her hit list, stating the bags of salad often had insects, spiders, caterpillars, slugs that were removed before serving, with managers admitting that there was nothing they could do about it.
A bug-infested salad? Are you serious? Bro, y'all couldn't even get the salad right? And then they want to serve it looking like this.
Cleanliness went down as it wasn't convenient to wash hands anymore.
Washing your hands is inconvenient? So all these germs is inside of your pasta, bro. With canned chicken and motherfucking mystery cheese.
Maybe why people feel so sick and sluggish after eating a meal at Olive Garden.
What? Are you serious right now, chat? I know I'm not the only one that's appalled right here. Like I Olive Garden, like come on now. You know the frozen strawberry margaritas at that, chat. No more Olive Garden, y'all. No more Olive Garden.
I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth.
That's true.
We black out here. We black out here.
We black out here.
We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing,
Let me
we
tell
got to
you
flex
something.
a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
This the money game.
But
This the money game. We in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game, but let me tell you what the game is before the money game.
Like this.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game.
That's true.
And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
true.
Wait a minute.
if
wait
I
a minute.
crumble,
If you
my
crumble-
children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity,
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity,
stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Just basically admitted that's true. So Steve Harvey just basically admitted that he could see, and even if the face of evil, he would still stay quiet and not speak or do as well as he do, to do anything to anyone to stay rich and wealthy as long as he and his family doesn't have to be poor. And
I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. When you tell
that's definitely true what she was saying. Like Monique wasn't letting fame and fortune, the same thing with Katt Williams, or the same thing with a lot of these celebrities who possibly is not as big as they once was, but they didn't let their fame and fortune stay a hold of them because they care more about their integrity than money and fame. And what Steve was saying, like, I do anything just to make sure that my family and stuff is straight. And that's why a lot of people call him out. That's why Katt Williams be calling him out and saying the things that he do. That's why Monique was upset when she got done doing this interview, just of even how he did it. And he personally think like a lot of the times, he was trying to out-talk her, if you notice. Like a lot of the times when she was trying to speak, just even in this entire episode, he was trying to really tell her like she tripping, like you got people to curve, like turn the other cheek. If they doing this, just turn the other cheek and do what you need to do to get that money. Life is not always about money. It's not always the purpose. I would rather be broke, living wise and happy and knowing that I'm living my purpose than having all the money in the world knowing that I dang near to sold my soul or I did sell my soul just to be in a position that I'm in.
This is an example of how dark Hollywood truly is.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you know what it's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really.
Not really.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this. Oh. I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Did he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like a living.
Life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
No.
Wow.
Don't forget to like and follow and stay weird.
Man, he said heck no he would. Flavor Camp is wild, man. Flavor Camp is wild. I wonder what was going on there, because he said he was very curious and there's a lot of things that was going on. And when he said, not really. So it was something going on that he possibly not speaking up about. Usher know. Will Usher say? Maybe so. If he get subpoenaed into court, y'all see what's going on right now.
Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place. Is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. The liar knows what lie he told. Even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here, because I know this is the right answer. What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of the pedal. Ask me, baby.
Wow.
Jermaine Dupri, small as a child. If I was Janet, she'd already have a child. If I was your, you'd have a permanent smile. I'm a real G. I got permanent style. Home with you faces. You grown with gap teeth that need braces.
What, you trying to flame me? What you talking about?
Rappers with hairlines. They're gonna with me and try to compare lines. Just meet me somewhere, let's compare mine. I mean, let's go somewhere and compare nines. Huh.
Hey, I didn't even know he was becoming a rapper, because the bars he just dropped right here, he even talked about my gap. Like, I feel like he was talking about me right through. I'm grown with a gap. I need to get braces. Come on, man. I can't afford braces right now, bro. I can't avoid braces. Maybe I can get a deal like you did on Friday, and I can fix my teeth, man. Like 10,000 to 100,000 or something. I can fix my teeth out.
Why is nobody talking about the fact that we had to close government buildings within 23 different states because of boom devices? Also, why did this happen? Why is nobody talking about the fact that we had to close government buildings within 23 different states because of boom devices? Also, why did this happen the day that the Epstein documents came out? And why is the attorney that represents Israel mentioned in those Epstein documents over 100 times? And I have one more question. Why do people still think that Kanye was crazy whenever he was just telling the truth? But yes, it is entirely true. 23 different state capitol buildings had to be evacuated today. And what's really not surprising about these Epstein documents is how deep Israel is involved in all of it. And of course, because the headlines are super busy right now, they're cluttered
allegedly, chat, allegedly.
With all kinds of stuff, Israel took advantage of the situation. They've been going 10 times harder on Palestine right now than they've ever gone before. And I can't believe people are not looking past the first headline. Guys, every single time big crazy news comes out, there's something behind the mirror. There's something behind the smoke going on that's way more significant. Now, I'm really thankful a lot of you guys understand that. You guys are pretty intelligent. But what I'm actually concerned about is whenever they switch their tricks up. It's easy for us to kind of identify what they're doing and look through different holes to see the truth. But whenever they decide to start changing their methods up because people are catching on, that's where we're going to have big problems.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how valid this is yet, chat, because I really haven't had a chance to look at the documents myself. But I know what everybody really is waiting on is the actual list, the flight log list, you know. But all the other lists that people are referencing to, I'm not sure how true this is. Allegedly, he says that it is true. And I guess it's just up to us to really find out.
We are 100 days from the 2024 total solar eclipse. This total solar eclipse will occur on April 8th, 2024. And if you are in the line of totality in the 80 to 90% range, you are going to have a great view. And you're probably thinking, didn't we just have an eclipse in October? Well, you're right. The annular eclipse went from Oregon down to Texas. And this total solar eclipse is going from Mexico up to New England. So they're kind of opposite of each other in path. They're also not the same type of eclipse. What we had back in October is called an annular eclipse. Annular eclipse is when the moon covers the sun, but it never reaches that 100% range. Because the moon appears smaller, you get that ring of fire look. Whereas in a total solar eclipse, the moon will completely cover the sun and it will mimic darkness. And this eclipse is going through very populated areas. San Antonio, Dallas, Little Rock, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Niagara Falls. It's also happening in the middle of the afternoon, ranging from 1:30 p.m. Central Time to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow. Again, the closer you are to the path of totality, the best view you'll have. A reminder to never look directly at the sun. You're going to want to use protection glasses. Wow. So let me know where in the path of totality you are and what time you'll be getting this eclipse.
I remember we actually had one of these eclipses that was in high school and we had to wear the glasses. But it's crazy to know that why is there so many eclipses happen? Like, I don't know. I feel like growing up, the only one I ever experienced was in 2018 when I was a senior in high school. I never experience these many eclipses. It's literally like 3 eclipses each year. Like, what type of stuff? Like, this is crazy.
A lot of people say you remind them of Katt Williams.
So it's just two different struggles though. That's all. Like, the only reason why I was a little ticked that, like, the way it was presented from Faison, it was presented the wrong way. It's like, dude, don't try to throw Katt Williams or present him like he's some kind of crack or dope head and be like, yeah, well, Orlando's one of those. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you see us progressing, you know what I'm saying? My story is different. I wasn't on crack, I was on coke. It's the same shit. And so then, and then, you know, he had his shit going on. We both got our shit right, man. So what's the difference, man? You don't leave us the fuck alone, man. Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm not supposed to be laughing at this because, like, sometimes when he say stuff, I just be like, what was the point of saying that, bro? Like, but I'm glad that Orlando is getting therapy and he's trying to change his life around. He's doing what he can do. He probably mess up here and there, but it seemed like Orlando is in a way better mind space, in the headspace than he once was years ago.
As I said, you have to name it to claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times.
What was that?
Choose. Is that you have to name it to claim it. So here.
I don't know what that was.
What's your day-to-day life like now with everything since Dr. Phil?
I'm on the hideout. They've kidnapped my son. They've silenced my wife. They've seized my house. They've closed my Bank of America account. Yeah, I'm just waiting at this point.
What's your day-to-day life like now with everything since?
I don't be knowing whether to believe him or understand him, because I feel like there's other reasons, you know, that his people have left him. You know, people tried to help him, but I tried to be on his side, but sometimes I'm not gonna lie, y'all, Orlando be tripping, man.
Look!
What? Nah, that's crazy. There gotta be some type of rocket launcher.
You need to get the boys!
What? Dude said it's a shooting star. Oh my God. That is not no shooting star, my guy. That looked like some type of rocket. I could just tell by the, you know, it can't get past that firmament. So I feel like it's just one of them situations where it's just staying right there.
Did the kids come out to look?
Yeah, there's some type of rocket.
How did that? How did that?
Did you see it though when it was over here? It looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire.
Here.
I don't think that's it. That sound comes from over there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Look!
That is crazy. That looked like some type of fake rocket that they be trying to launch. Y'all let me know that they end up saying anything that, any confirmation about what this was down below. I'm trying to read the comments, but nobody giving a great description, or if anybody really know what it could be. Let me know down below, please.
Who's gay? Jamie Foxx.
This is for his recent shows.
His name is Marcus Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx's label. Check it out. And then Twitter the dude and ask him to see if he don't say yes. The dude told me backstage at a show and told me I could bring him on stage and air it out. I said, no, let me wait till I get to LA. Them snitching down that was Jamie Foxx and the Django Unchained check he cashed. Go see the Django Unchained and see what you think. They offered me the script. I said, any that do this deserves to die. And the next thing I heard, Jamie Foxx was in makeup.
What?
I know all the comedians and I went to the set myself because I couldn't believe it. I got a copy of the script. They gave me a copy of the script written in Spielberg's hand. The words appear 176 times in the script.
Wow. It's too much information. I know Katt Williams, he be saying some stuff. Like, you gotta bleep him out. Yeah, he be saying some stuff. I gotta be careful when it comes to playing clips with Katt Williams, because he be going crazy.
Earthquakes and tsunami warnings all over the world today, as not just Japan, but Hawaii, Alaska, California, Yellowstone, Montana, Indonesia, the Virgin Islands, El Salvador, New Mexico, Puerto Rico, Fiji, Russia, Texas, Chile, and the Northern Mariana Islands have all experienced earthquakes in the last 24 hours, as today, January 1st, 2024, the first day of the new year, it seems that the entire world is trembling. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest video footage so you can see it for yourself, and the tsunamis that are pouring in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This all hitting on the first day of 2024. And like I said, I'm going to share with you the video footage so you can see it for yourself. Earthquakes and tsunami warnings all over the world today.
Matthew 24:7, King James Version. That is definitely what this is reminding me of. But It's only 2024 and a lot of things are happening already, y'all.
NA1SS, NA1SS, Kilo Bravo 8 Mike. NA1SS, NA1SS, Kilo Bravo 8 Mike.
Kilo Bravo 8 Mike, NA1SS knows you loud and clear aboard the space station. Welcome aboard.
Thank you much, 73. Wow, that's impressive. There was nobody on. I had seen on Facebook that they were making some random contacts, so I set the antenna up quick. This is...
That is weird. That's creepy. And this was something pretty cool I seen. I actually want to show y'all these pictures of something that looks like what it could have looked like back in the pyramid times, even though this is CGI. This looks like, it's called a Pyramid City. And this looks beautiful. You know, I can imagine living in a place like this. It looks pretty cool though. Like the thought of this being real is honestly, it just make me smile. So I just wanted to show y'all this something pretty fast. But yeah, man, that seemed like that was everything for real. I just feel like that last little clip was a little something. But let me know how y'all feel about this episode in general. I feel like this was pretty eye-opening, if you ask me. I feel like it was definitely something that I learned some new things, some of the things I've already learned. But like I tell you all the time, man, this is just a learning process. This is a learning session. I'm not no teacher. I'm not here to teach you anything. Y'all are here to join the learning journey along with me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, and I'll see you all tomorrow.